Yo, Travis Hunter is in some trouble, dog. And I ain't talking about on the football field. I'm talking about off the football field, bro. And it's with his main chick, dog. But we gonna get into it. Just be patient with me. We gonna get into it today. So I want to go ahead and dive right into it because you know how I like to do. I don't want to waste no time. We're gonna dive right into it. We want to talk about what everybody has been talking about with this Travis Hunter situation. Shout out to him for getting the Heisman. Shout out to him for doing his thing. And I see him doing great things. But I think there will be a hindrance in this situation, and I think it's gonna be his chick for a number of reasons, and we finna get into it. So, without further ado, we finna dive into this conversation, bro. I don't want to waste no more time with it, cause this shit is wild, fam. You understand me? Wild.
Me, and I'm back. Maybe it's my girlfriend.
Straight up, like,
I'm Leanna, and this is Travis, and
This is our first video.
we are doing a Q&A, and we're building Halloween houses.
Even though y'all know I'm going because I'm a big dog.
And y'all can go at the end.
Big dog? I'm big dog?
No.
Big
And
dog.
y'all can vote in who's the best.
It's going to be mine. You know, for sure.
Do you want to like start first and then start asking questions?
Yo, you know I'm a big dog. Been a big dog. What's you doing? Mine look like that.
How do we mean? That's when we get the number because everybody want to know.
Yeah. How did we? You understand the story?
We all hate ads. That's
Nah,
fact.
nah,
The real
nah.
question
No,
is,
no, no.
why don't you have an ad blocker yet? The internet is so overrun with ads.
No, because I'm going to tell all the tea.
Still tea.
He was a friend.
I was a friend.
Alright, how do we meet from?
What you mean? How do you mean?
How do we meet from?
I saw myself on Instagram and she does.
And
Hey, hold up.
Hold
up. Hold up.
Him.
I know y'all can't see it. It's kind of blurry. Why she got a dollar sign on her finger though? Why she got a dollar sign on her ring finger, bruh? Why she got a dollar sign on her ring finger, bruh? Red flag number one. Red flag number one right there.
He wasn't my type. So then I left him.
I wasn't her type.
I left him in my DMs for like 2 months. And then
All right, hold up, man. Before listen, bro, I'm gonna keep it above with you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, do your thing. Do your thing. But sometimes I just feel like I gotta say something. I get it, you know. Hey, on the football field, dope, athletic. It's play both sides. I've seen clips of him hooping, but he can hoop too. You know what I'm saying? Got freakish athleticism. It's crazy. But Buddy ugly. I'm being real, bro. I'm gonna call a spade, bro. I'm calling a spade. Look, you can call me mean. You can say, "Oh, Courtney, bro, you wrong for that." Man, listen, bro, I gotta call a spade. And mind you, she ain't all that either. If I'm keeping it in a buck with you, she ain't all that either. So it kind of works out to an extent.
And finally I answered him. But I didn't want to like be nothing. I just wanted to just be friends. Like we could be friends. And then after I finally answered him on Instagram, then we texted for like
A long time.
like another 2 months. And then he was
So hold
friend
up.
zone.
So you telling me
he was like,
she left Buddy on red for about a solid 2 months. Decided to reach out to him. They were texting for a minute. He was still in the friend zone, by the way. Still in the friend zone. Ooh, boy, this ain't looking too good.
in my friend zone place. I was not into him. And then finally, I had to go to a friend's birthday dinner, and I didn't want to go with myself, so he was like, "Oh, I'll go with you." And then he went with me, and then we wasn't up.
Yeah, we was in love ever since then. Like we hung out the next weekend.
Yeah.
No, that was during the week.
We went to Top Golf. That was our first day, Top Golf.
Yeah,
And then
I was still in high school.
Yeah.
And I had school the next day.
The next day. Cause we went on a Sunday, fast.
No, we didn't.
Hey man, but no, look. All right. So I'm gonna say this. He probably a good dude, but you can tell he ain't really social like that. You know, he ain't really out there. But he's so bubbly and that's cool, man. That's a beautiful soul to have. Dog. I know, look, fellas, I know all of us got some goofiness in it. I know I do, for sure. But come on, fam.
Yes, we went. And you had school Monday. That's the next day. And then I had to drive home. And I think it was past his curfew.
Curfew.
I dropped him. Well, Christian, we said like we were so close to the moment. Like we were
I got a car, she was
ready.
trying to fight me and all, but I ain't even meet her yet. How you gonna fight me? They ain't even meet you.
But as soon as we like met in person, we just like instantly like chemistry.
Yeah.
And then we hung out. And then after the birthday party, I was at Top Golf. Then we went to Waffle House after, and we talked.
Had a good conversation.
Yeah, and then we went. Finally, I dropped him off at home. And mind you, he lived an hour from me, so it was far as heck.
But yeah, that was. I used to hate driving that hour.
Yeah,
Boy.
and then we just see each other every single week after that, and then you just moved in with me.
After a while.
Hold up. What rule? Cardinal rule number 1. Nope. And you got money? Cardinal rule number 1. You better not fucking move in with another woman. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Your ass better, man. Hell nah, boy. Strike number 2. Not for her on that end. I mean, hey, you finessing nigga. But buddy, tea time. T Hunt. You tripping, big dog. You straight buck. I get it. You got your money now. So you know what I'm saying? You can pay it back. You got your crib, you know what I'm saying? You can pay the shit with your money. Cool. But for those of you who are in a situation and your girl potentially got her own crib, do not move in with her. Do not move into her spot. Get your own shit. Get your own shit. Get your own shit. Because at any moment, anything can go wrong and she gonna kick your ass right up out of there. No hesitation. Any argument that transpires at some point is gonna turn around and be, nigga, this my house. Think I'm lying. There have been many occasions that we have seen many of men who have decided to move in with the woman, and on some sort of level, an argument breaks out. The man may not be making enough money, whatever the case may be. Something is going to trigger her to say some shit like that, and it's gonna be like, bro, for real? So that's what we doing now. I'm telling you, don't do it. Just don't.
Last month of high school, he just moved in with me because at that point he was in my house every day, so there's no point in him leaving. So that's how we met.
You know what I'm saying? Gotta be Stephen Curry out here because you know mine was nothing but net. Yeah, a little bit of room though, because she friends on it for a little bit of room though.
But he's not friends with no more.
But what this the back of the house?
Babe, look on the back of the box. It says.
Did your wife go to JSU?
No.
You go to JSU? What school you go to?
I'm talking about he got her picture on the back of the phone. Man.
Kennesaw State. I am a senior and I graduate in 2 months with my bachelor's degree. And I'm about to graduate college.
Yeah,
I don't go to JSU though. I go to Kennesaw State University in Atlanta, Georgia.
I'm gonna answer one for one of my teammates because they asked me about football and stuff. Not my teammates, but the supporters, not no fans. The supporters. They asked me how's it like playing with Shador Sanders, my quarterback. I mean, I ain't really get to play him yet, but from like in practice, it's good. It's like it's normal, you know. It's like playing with another top QB because you know I had Sam Horn in high school back in College Hill, so it's normal. He top notch though. He gonna get the ball there for sure. Next.
Well, this is a competition, but okay.
Hey, look.
Who said I?
You can tell. Listen. I can be 100% wrong, but I am so confident that I'm right about this. I am for sure T Hunt had that V card all the way up until he got with her. I am convinced. And ain't nothing wrong with it. So please don't get me wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with it at all. Hold on to it as long as you can. Please understand that. So please don't think that I'm downplaying him by saying that. But you can tell. You can tell, dog.
I love you first.
Loud got a car.
But you can tell he's naturally goofy, though. You can tell he's naturally
But was asking
himself.
I don't know. And then who's on the phone?
This number right here
you can tell,
so
bro.
important. This is how the bank is going to value how much debt they can give.
I was focused, so I had to call him, and I was like, he taught me where I drive home, and I was driving home, and I told him I loved him. I told him I love him. And that's that.
Sweet.
Whatever.
Oh, it said if I didn't play football, what would I do? What else am I good at?
Fishing. He would fish. These young pajamas, y'all.
Pajamas, yellow matching though. You know what I'm saying? Little Halloween thing.
Okay, how do y'all deal with hate comments?
We don't pay attention. We laugh at it pretty much.
Yeah, people always ask me that question about,
You capping. You
capping.
You definitely capping. You're right at it.
I'm be honest with y'all comments don't affect us at all. Like, we literally laugh at them. We read them together.
You know how many comments I ever hated from D-Committee?
They don't affect me either.
It sounds good.
Like, how does a person in general? You just ignore it. There's just people online. Literally, you'll never see them probably in person ever in your life, so.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care. I really don't care.
Same, but same.
Sounds good in theory.
Ain't got nothing to say.
Yeah, that was an easy question.
Why my house got a front door and a back door?
When was our first kiss? The first night we met.
Literally, the first night we met.
We was in love. Like, literally, firstly, we was just.
She was in love with him.
Would you guys ever get married?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
We talk about that. It's like all the time.
All the time.
Literally all the time. Oh, you got some more.
What team do you specifically want your boyfriend to be drafted in, and the reasons why? I want him to go to the Packers because I love the Packers, and my godfather the Packers. So I just I don't know. I would want to go to Green Bay, even though it's cold. But I really want him to get drafted by any team.
No, she won't be Green Bay. She got me.
If he goes to any team that I don't like, it's gonna be hard. Like,
yeah, he definitely.
and as soon as he goes to the Packers, can't.
Bro, why am I so trash?
What do you mean?
Oh, mine's both sides though.
Why'd you open it like that? That was stupid.
Look, mine's not even sticky, bro. They cheating.
Next question. Do you see yourself living in Mississippi? Yes. I moved here when he came up here.
When I got to school, she lived here.
And my lease was up in Atlanta, I moved here.
Oh.
Because that's where I lived before here.
Well,
okay, so look, I stand corrected. So apparently, she moved in with him.
I'm trying.
Right.
Look at
But
this.
I still stand
Who's the more
what I
organized?
said.
Me.
It's definitely me, bro.
Oh my gosh, he does no type of cleaning, no type of organization. I do literally everything.
Why are you capping?
Like a freaking mom.
Why are you capping?
I'm not.
Why are you capping? You know I'm definitely the most organized.
Maybe for real. Like me for real.
BFFR.
BFFR. Because he does no cleaning. Like, he literally is like, sorry, but he is literally like the dirtiest person I've ever met in my life. Oh God. Oh
damn,
baby,
out of my G.
Like, he's not dirty, like, it's just like, it'll be worse in the house, but
Straight
out of my G.
Just because I have women that clean up everything, you think I'm gonna do it?
Yeah.
I had to come home from a hard work package.
Yeah, Yes.
Nobody.
And he just he don't understand the concept of he don't understand the concept of just picking up athletes of simple things
Bruh, she capping now. Now she's definitely capping.
babe, be for real.
You be for real. Say on God.
Let me see.
Say on God. That's the windows coming.
Life is real.
Look at my jump.
All right, so look, I'm gonna skip here because it sounds like a bunch of foolery now. But for the most part, solid. So that's how they end up getting together. But first and foremost, the red flags that I'm already seeing is firstly is the money sign on the finger. That's one. And then for two, I'm seeing the entire situation aspect. Is it a money grab? And everybody's on her shit about it too. Everybody is on her shit about it. But I want to dive into this next video though. So this is something that talks more about in lines of she's been getting a lot of flack ever since this video came out, and also the Adidas video that came out with her arguing with Travis Hunter in regards to I think they had the Adidas situation, and she was saying, well, what do you want me to do? What do you expect me to do here? He's like, hey, go do something. Like you can go walk around, go do something. But she got a lot of flack off of that, and so a lot of people have been going at her like crazy. And so she made a video about it, and she wants to tell her part and tell her side of everything. But before we dive into it, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like. If you're enjoying the content, of course, please be sure to make sure that you share it as well. And if you have any thoughts, if you also want to chime into the topics as well, I've put the link in the description as well. I mean, in the chats as well, so that way you could jump on as well and give your thoughts as well on the topics. But until then, make sure you continue to keep liking the live. It's going to continue to keep pushing it forward to other people who may be interested in this type of content. So let's move on to the next one. Let's get into what she had
Want
to
the
say.
effects of Viagra, but faster?
Now I'm hearing
Meet
about
Rose
she done
Sparks.
threw old
They
buddy
contain
under the
sildenafil
bus,
and tadalafil, but Sparks dissolve under the tongue. Dissolvables work faster than old school pills.
Okay, I'm going to be addressing all the stuff online because I'm tired emotionally and mentally of seeing people try to make me out to be a person that I am not. But what's a testimony without a test of faith? So I'm going to start.
That ain't good. Hold on now. Oh Lord. Hold on, y'all. Bear with your boy for 1 second. Bear with me for 1 second, y'all. Having some mic issues.
Internal clothing.
That ain't the one, big dog. That ain't the one. That is not the one. That is not what we need right now, big dog. Hold on. Let's dive back into it. Let's do it now. Let's see. That sounds so nasty. Still not? Oh boy. Yo, if you can hear me, put one. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat, please. Oh, was having some technical difficulties over here on this side, big dog. I wanna love I can see. All right, put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. What it do? What it do? Let's see here. I'm turning down a little bit. All right, how we looking? How we looking now? How we looking now, y'all? How we looking now? All right, we back in. Sorry about that, y'all. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. My double bad. You understand me? All right, let's get back to the video. Definitely gonna have to put that out. All right, let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. See what Miss Leanna got to say.
All this stuff online because I'm tired emotionally and mentally of seeing people try to make me out to be a person that I am not. But what's a testimony without a test of faith? So I'm going to start from the very beginning with this my type thing. I got permission from Travis to say these things because these are previously things I didn't want online. But I'm going to tell y'all the full story just so y'all know. So Travis, when he first ever DM'd me, when we first met, I said I left him in my DM for 2 months, and people said, oh, she left him in his DM until she figured out who he was. That is not true at all. The real reason Travis sat in my DM for 2 months is because he DM'd me when he had a girlfriend, and her name was in his bio, so I instantly knew he had a partner. So I exited the message, and he sat there until he was single. I don't do home wrecking. I'm not a side piece. I don't stand for any of those things. I support women, so I would never do that to another woman because I would never want it done to me. So I ignored him until he was single. That's the real reason he sat in my DM. Then the second thing, when I said he wasn't my type, I did not mean attractiveness. I don't have a physical type, period. No two men that I previously dated look the same. My first one was a white cowboy. Second one was a Mexican soccer player. Then I dated a black man who's a SoundCloud rapper. And then Travis. So I have never dated the same type physically.
All right, so hold up. So first of all, in the previous video that we just saw with her, right? With her and Travis Hunter. In the first part of that video, she said that, she left the buddy on red for 2 months, right? Left him on red and all that shit. Now, because she's getting a lot of slack, even though in the previous video she just said, all the hate and slack that she's getting, she's now, they ain't gonna worry about it. They just gonna ignore it. But things are starting to spice up, and now she can't take it. So now she gotta come soften the blows on her. But my biggest issue is why she outing this dude like that though? Why she outing him? Or do y'all? Matter of fact, maybe I'm being presumptuous here. Do y'all think that she's outing him by saying that he was in a relationship for 2 months, and then that's why she didn't respond to him? Do y'all feel like that's a little shade that she threw his way, or what do y'all think? Because maybe I'm reading into it too much. Maybe it's just a me thing. Because I mean, if that wasn't the issue, you probably could have mentioned that in the first video. Am I tripping or am I not tripping? All right, let's move on.
I don't care about what people look like or what they can give me. I date people for who they are as a person, how they honor God, and how they treat the people around them. And Travis is all the above. So when I said he wasn't my type, I meant because he was younger than me. I had never dated no one younger than me, and he had cheated on his girlfriend. I don't know if your type is cheaters, but
bro, what? Why you putting all this man information out there like that? First and foremost, that was in the past. That's one. That was in the past. But to sit here and out him out like that to try to make yourself look good. Oh, he cheated, and I don't know about y'all. Y'all deal with bro. Man, hold up. Let's go back. Let's listen to that part again.
meant because he was younger than me. I had never dated no one younger than me, and he had cheated on his girlfriend. I don't.
So the reason she left him on red, he had a girlfriend. He was younger, and he cheated. She left him on red because he had a girlfriend. He was younger, and he cheated. So you telling me, forget all that. Why you putting it, why what makes you inclined to even say that? Why would you even say that? Why would you even put that information out there? Why? You're supposed to be his girl. You're supposed to be his fiance. You're supposed to be his chick. You're supposed to be the one that's protecting him, especially if you are going to be in the light. You're supposed to be protecting his name, protecting him, especially if he hasn't done anything towards you. If you're trying to prove something to the rest of the world to try to save face for yourself, don't go and try to shine a darkness or try to throw shade at your own dude to try to get some light shine back on you. Like, that's crazy. Why would you do that? Why the hell would you do that? That's crazy work.
I don't know if your type is cheaters, but mine isn't. So no, he wasn't my type at first off of those two.
How are your types not cheaters, but yet the guy that you just said was a cheater, you with them now? Make it make sense. Your types aren't cheaters, but the guy that you're with now is the guy that you're saying was a cheater. Got it.
Things, but that didn't discredit the fact that I was attracted to him. That's obviously why I gave him a chance. And then I learned he truly is a phenomenal and wonderful human being, and that's why we're together, and that's why we're still together to this day. So that's that. Okay, the next clip was at the game after they just won like their last game. People thought I was upset with him celebrating with cheerleaders. I don't know where that came from because he never celebrated with cheerleaders. So that I don't know where that started, but that's not what I said. But what y'all didn't see before the clip, me and him were talking. We had already interacted. I had already said congratulations. I had already kissed him over the fence that we couldn't get through. So the real reason why I was mad is because the security, and you can ask any of the family members who was actually there, they didn't want no one to storm the field, so they had 1,000 security people holding everyone back. But the people on the field were like, let the family down, like the family can come down. So everyone was going back and forth. I was arguing with the security guard because he wouldn't let no family through, but they let the cheerleaders on the opposing team get through the fences. So I was like, so when I finally got down to the field, that's why I told Travis, like, he had already seen it. I already congratulated him. We had already spoke, got on the field, and then that I was upset because I had just finished arguing with somebody. And then what y'all don't see after 5-second clip is right after that, I let it go. I was like, you know what, like, celebrate. We took pictures. We were with our families, and then we went to his meet and greet. Had another wonderful event there. That's all that happened in that. That was literally that. Nothing. It was not deeper than anyone made it out to be. And yeah. Next clip. The Adidas pop-up shop this past weekend. People are saying that I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Just sit here? That's not what I said. First of all, I said, baby, do you want me to sit here, or do you want me to go with the family, or do you want me to come with you? Because what y'all don't know, again, off of a 7-second clip, is those weren't fans, by the way. He had already finished that part. He had finished meeting with the fans. I was there the entire time, taking pictures, talking to them, everything. The girls that were there, they were the Adidas, they work for Adidas. So we were taking pictures for social posts. That's who those people were. I wasn't annoyed with no fans at all. I'm never annoyed with fans. So that's what that was. And then Travis was getting ready to leave. He had to be at a rehearsal for the Heisman ceremony. They had to do walkthroughs and stuff like that. So I was asking him, I was like, do you want me just to sit here? Do you want me to go back to the hotel? Like, do you want me to wait for our family? Because his family was in there shopping. Because Adidas let them go pick out stuff in the store. It's like a 4-story Adidas, so they're all doing that. I was like, what do you want me to do? Like, do I stay here? Do I come with you? Like, what? And he was like, you could do what you want. Like, you could sit there, you can go shop, you can come to the hotel, you can walk around. That's what he was saying to me. I don't know. Like I said, the things that I see people make up is truly crazy because it's not what happened. And I just think people are just finding every single little thing and trying to make it something it's not. And then bird brain individuals are just accepting what they see online. Okay, now the last thing, this actual Heisman ceremony. This is making me so mad because anyone who knows me knows I support Travis in every win, everything he does, because I truly, truly love that man.
Okay.
He is perfect in my eyes.
Oh, not the crying. Here we go.
When his name was called, I instantly was gonna, if you watch the video, you can see me like, but his mom didn't get up. So I was like, oh, maybe I don't get up. Maybe I just sit here with her. So I sat there and then.
What are you finna cry for?
And then y'all said Coach Prime had to tell me to get up. No, he didn't. He said, go get him. Go get your man. Like, and once Travis stood up, but he didn't have to do that because I was going to do that anyways. As soon as I seen Travis get up, then I thought it was appropriate to stand up, greet him, congratulate him. But then there was a camera right in front of Coach Prime, and I knew they were going to film that moment, and because of how people are online, I was like, I don't want to be in that shot, so I'm going to sit down. So I try to sit down so I'm not in the camera while I'm crying. People are going to be like, oh, why is she crying? Like, you know, stuff like that. And so I got out of the camera purposefully so they can have their moment. That's all it was. No one told me to stand up. No one had to tell me to celebrate with him. I was just sitting there crying. I wanted to take it in myself too. I was super excited for him. But I wanted the moment to be about him and his family. And that's another thing. People are like, why did he sit next to her? Why was his mom? We had assigned seats. We had assigned seats. I didn't have a choice where I sat. They are obviously going to put someone and their partner together. So I had the seat right next to him because that was my assigned seats. I didn't have a choice. And then the hugging thing. Travis came and hugged me because he just went down the line. I was first in line, then his mom, then Coach Prime. He came straight to me first. I didn't tell him to do that. I didn't have to tell him to do anything. He's a grown man. He can do what he wants. But yeah, everyone is making this crazy narrative.
Well, this is what I would tell you to do, sweetheart. You need to get around those other women who already are with, you know, superstars and top athletes, and you need to get around them and they can show you how to move, how not to look dumb in the limelight. Because I understand that there's always context to a lot of things. There's always the full story, right? So I get it. You know, a lot of people they need it for the views, so they're gonna talk about it, right? So you need to put yourself around married women, the women who are married to other athletes, top athletes, and you need to get mentorship from them, and they can show you exactly how to move. Because if you continue to keep moving how you're moving right now, because I'm sorry, regardless of how you like it, if they catch you lacking, they gonna call you out on it. That's the internet. So therefore, you're gonna have to be careful. You're gonna have to be careful where you're at, regardless. And look, mind you, I agree with you. A lot of people can't. They shouldn't just take small clips and then just give a complete assumption about it. But there are too many instances already where you're fucking up, where you've made some mistakes. So now what's going on is the light is being shined on you. It's like now they got your ass under a microscope, and it's like, hey, what you got going on over here, big dog? What you here for? What's your motive? What you working with? Like you here now because Travis Hunter all of a sudden he's all of a sudden this this super athlete now. You feel me? You feel me, A1? So that's what I'm saying. So yeah, dog. I don't know, bro. I don't know. She bugging. She bugging. She bugging hard. But that is what it is. And all I gotta say to Travis Hunter, dog, is this is what I gotta say to Travis. Be careful, big dog. I get you, you know, you want to protect your girl, but I'm gonna need you to talk to her out. I'm gonna need you to talk to her behind the scenes. Tell like, look, I need you to you're gonna be here on my side. I need you to move a lot better than what you do. I know you want her to be her own woman, all this extra shit, but I need you to tighten that up. You need to get that because you're about to step into the NFL. You're already the top athlete in college football. Now you're going to go into the NFL, and if you continue to perform the way that you were performing in college, and all that shit transitions into the NFL, and you're performing like that, you're going to be one of the top athletes, and so you're going to need your woman to move accordingly. Stay out of the limelight. Just stay behind. Just stay in the shadows. You don't need to be seen. Stay in the shadows. Get around those women, those other women who understand how to move, how to properly move, and how to adjust, and how to move around the media. So that way you won't get caught up in situations like this again. Because regardless of what you say, you still look bad right now, shorty. It's still on you right now. So now you're gonna have to work 10 times harder to try to prove to the world that you ain't that type of chick or you ain't here just for the money. Cause that dollar sign on the ring, that just ain't on the ring figure, that shit just ain't it. Listen, bro, it ain't sitting right. It's just not sitting right with me. Or other people. It's just not. You might want to get back on. I'm talking. Don't let the left hand know what the right hand doing. You understand me? Because you bugging right now. Oh God, you bugging. But yeah, man. So that's that. That's that. I wanted to get that part out the way. But I also wanted to dive into a different topic conversation. You know, far from Travis Hunter and the Leanna Lenee, I want to get away. I want to get into this conversation about being innocent, being guilty until proven innocent. And this is from a show called Let's Rant About It with Randy and Anton Daniels. I'm not sure if a lot of you heard about it. Shout out to them and their platform. You know what I'm saying? They're doing great things and they're starting to push up numbers. But the people that they didn't had on there, man, are questionable. What is her career? What do you say? What my man say? This woman is talking too fucking much. Shut up. Hey, for real, bro. Did you said what is her career looking like? Hey, man, listen, I don't know, dog. I have no clue what her career is looking like. And if she's smart, if she's smart, she would just it would behoove her to just sit back, live the lavish life, be the trophy wife, sit back. That's what she should do. That's what she should do for right now. Rock out with him, let him do his thing right now. This is not the time for her to start to get attention. This is not the time. This is not the time. This is not the time for her to start getting attention. This is the wrong time. She let Buddy get established into the NFL first. Let him make a name for himself in the NFL and get his heels grounded, and then maybe possibly start doing some shit on in the back end, in the background. You know what I'm saying? Where can't nobody see what she doing. Ain't nobody really paying attention to it. She ain't being the hot topic of the fucking YouTube world or the TikTok world, the Instagram world. Yeah, she need to be quiet. For real, for a hot minute. She need to go ghost for a minute. Don't say nothing. Don't do nothing. Cause they already got a bag, so ain't no reason for her to continue to just sit back and chill, shorty. Just enjoy the fruits of the labor. That's what you should do. But yeah, man. So we're gonna get into this next video. But before I do, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. You know what I mean? It's gonna help continue to keep pushing out the algorithm to people who enjoy this type of content and who want to continue to not miss any of the next live streams that coming up or the videos that I post, big dog. Hey, and also if you definitely are enjoying the content, feel free to support the platform, and I definitely put the link in the comments as well. So make it easier for you. And then also if you have any comments in regards to the hot topics or anything that you want to talk about related to these hot topics, I also put the link in the comments as well. So with that, let's get on to the next video, man. So this one here's a long video. So I'm gonna pause and stop, just to react to certain things. But we gonna get through it though. We gonna get through it, and we gonna get through it together. Let's get it.
Guys, welcome to this episode of Let's Rant About It. I'm your girl, Randy Rosario, and per usual, I'm kicking it here with the cool kids. We got my girl, Ash, Alfonso, the actor, my right hand, Anton, of course, my auntie, Explicit Lyrics, and, of course, Reese. What's poppin', y'all?
What to do?
What's going on?
We back.
What's y'all energy like? Y'all all right?
Yeah,
the energy is there.
Okay, listen. I was just making sure because I feel like I done had 2 shots of espresso and y'all done had two joints of indica.
No, we up there with you.
You sure?
We rocking with you.
Okay, cool.
I'll take a
Listen.
break.
Same.
Okay, listen. So our conversation today is going to be about guilty until proven innocent. But it seems like isn't it supposed to be innocent until proven guilty?
That's what they say.
But it seemed like as soon as the allegation happened, you wrong.
Automatically.
What you think about that, Excel?
So by the court of public opinion, the minute that you are accused of anything, you are automatically guilty until you prove your innocence, which is crazy to me, especially when in the celebrity world. Like,
listen, in the celebrity world nowadays, it just seems like as soon as something comes up, it's cancel, over.
Yeah. And that's what I was gonna say. So the problem for me is in the celebrity world, the common folk are the people who believe the celebrity. Mm-hmm. But then they lose their endorsements, they lose the companies who they was working with because immediately, as soon as you get that allegation pent on you, that's it. Yeah. They release all ties. They don't want nothing to do with you no more.
Yeah, because they don't want that on them.
The regular folk is politicking for him. Oh, he ain't do it. He ain't do it. He couldn't have did it. Like they know him personally. Oh, he couldn't have did it.
On Facebook, writing paragraphs. Like,
absolutely.
You don't know this person. This person don't care about you.
They came for celebrities like they do.
That's their fandom showing.
Not being able to hold somebody accountable because they're too obsessed.
And we only do that with the black people, to be honest. I honestly don't feel like it's really all black people when they get accused of something, they guilty and proven innocent. I think
it's situational. I think it depends because most times, it is the black people, but then some of the white people, like the Harvey Weinsteins, it got to be like something really extreme where they go down and then they are made an example of. But 9 times out of 10, it's going to be the black guy.
I don't think it's a race thing. I think it's a gender thing. I don't see that happening to women as much as I do to guys.
Do you think there's women out here that deserve to be exposed like that?
It's not so much about being exposed. I just think that the narrative is always believe all women.
Ooh, you're not wrong about that.
And we just automatically give them credit and credence, and they're willing to go all the way down. And I think that a lot of this is shakedowns. A lot of this is money. It's financially motivated, and I think that guys need to be scared from the top all the way to the bottom. If you got a regular job, I know guys that won't even do meetings with women in corporate America unless they got another woman with them.
Yep. No, that's real, and that's fair.
Yeah.
You have to, because you got to protect yourself, and it sucks that you have to, you have to have that mindset of always being on the defense. But I feel like that as a woman going out in public, sometimes I got to make sure I'm on the defense and make sure I got to protect myself. And it's a horrible space to live in, I guess. But sometimes you get used to having to limit it. But I couldn't imagine what it's like as a man to be accused of something and without even being able to go through something legally to say, okay, this is right or this isn't right, without even being able to genuinely get your due process. You just are crucified publicly.
Why is it that way though? Because I like we were saying earlier, when believe all women, when women accuse a guy of doing something, it's like that holds weight 30, 40 years later. We saw it with Bill Cosby. Yeah. We're starting to see it with Puff Daddy. We don't know the outcome of the situation, but they ain't looking good. All these other allegations coming out with things that happen with these now high-powered billionaire entertainers, and they being accused of stuff from 95, 96, 2000, 2001. So it's like, when does it end?
So I think it's a power move, right? So in some instances, people hop on the bandwagon because it's a money grab, like Anton was saying. But honestly, you can't tell people how to heal. So if something happened to me 20 years ago and I never said anything about it, you can't tell me that I had to say something 20 years ago. No, you can't.
Yeah, that's what the hell you talking about? What you mean you can't say nothing? You crazy as hell. 20 years, dog? 20 years? 20 years. 20 years. If something so traumatic that has happened to you. Now, don't get me wrong. I get it. There are some situations like, hey, man, I need some time to process this. But 20 years, though, big dog? Nah. Nope. 20 years, absolutely not. Because there are so many different things that happen from the time that situation happened to 20 years. 20 years. Me personally, man, look, I give you 2. If you ain't saying nothing in 2 years, bro, you might as well just go ahead and cut that shit and keep it pushing, homie. You might as well. Because at this point, what evidence you got? 20 years, bro? At this point, it's all, okay, well, shit. It's all of me too now. This person did it. Now, here comes 10, 15 more people trying to get a money grab. Nah, nope. Absolutely not. I disagree.
Because maybe 20 years later, I went to therapy and I started to work through it, and now I'm ready to address it. Like, you can't tell people when to heal.
It's such a double-edged sword. It's such a double-edged sword.
But the problem with that is, how do we know that you're telling the truth?
Fact.
How do you know if I told it today, if it happened yesterday and I went and told the police today?
Because we can then, source evidence. We got
what evidence? If you say...
We got cameras,
If you say it was consensual
and I say it wasn't, now how do we prove it? Well, then, first of all, a lot of these guys, what I'm telling them, because you can't really prove that. But guys is going down whether it's true or not. So regardless, you still get the benefit of the doubt.
Yep.
Yeah.
We don't.
Yep.
We get arrested, we lose our jobs, we lose our families sometimes, we get fired, depending on how great you are. You got to come all the way down, and then you Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, right? He lost hundreds of millions of dollars, and she was proven to be a lie. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Nobody was ever to make that right. The only way that you can really fix this is to start. I think that anybody that accused somebody of doing something and they found to be a liar, they got to do the sentence of whatever it is that they was accusing the person of.
I agree with you.
That's the same thing with Jonathan Majors.
I knew that's what you were about to say. Same thing with Jonathan Majors.
He's going through the same exact thing, and I don't think he's bounced back yet.
Can we talk about that for a second? And this is a small little exit ramp real quick. Why are we so anti Jonathan Majors moving on and having some peace in his life? Whenever I see them posting Jonathan Majors with Megan Good and whatnot, people are so negative about it, as if Jonathan Majors is a slump ass, bum ass dude. Like, bro, we're gonna act like he hasn't been active since he was a teenager.
Right. But it's because of the allegations that were placed against him, right? So he went to court and all of that because he was supposedly the domestic violence thing with the young lady he was dating or whatever. But think about it, they still haven't forgave Chris Brown. And how many years
hold on.
But they haven't forgiven Chris Brown. But the difference there is Jonathan Majors was found to be innocent on a lot of things, with the exception of the hurting her pinky.
She came out and took everything back after he got.
But it didn't even matter because we seen him on camera running away from the chick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She was chasing him down the street.
It's all about the proof.
And now
if you say I did something to you and I say I didn't, it's hearsay until either one of us.
And his career took a
but the
major
proof
hit.
don't matter no more.
Yeah.
Because if we see him running away from her, and they still kill him.
Yeah.
He lost everything. The dude was on everything.
Yeah.
That sounds like an agenda then.
We don't even get to have him as Kang no more in Marvel, and that's crappy as hell. Now we gotta deal with Tony Stark coming. Like, how did he even come back? What are we talking about here?
But they didn't crucify him. He been in and out of rehab. And I'm a
He
fan
been
of
out
it,
of
but
rehab.
they
He
didn't
ain't
crucify him.
getting accused for abusing nobody.
It was a white woman.
We talk about him.
But
that's what it was, though.
To
They
take
had
the
a
conversation
against the white woman, they won't let it go.
I agree with that, but to take the conversation,
You know how many
just
people
went to
didn't
take it to
suffer from
race, because I do think that race plays a role in things because
what's his name? Woody Allen.
Robert Downey Jr. is one we talk about. Woody Allen is another one, but they literally Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen has been passing out HIV like it's candy pieces allegedly, and nobody has said boo to that man.
Yeah, but I don't roll with that because some of the most heinous black people, y'all still roll with them.
Ooh, like who?
Like R. Kelly.
Say his name.
I don't.
Not R. Kelly.
We love R. Kelly's music.
I don't.
But we ain't rock with R. Kelly as heavy as we want to.
I sing.
You be
But
stepping in the name of love right now.
But
More flights to places you want to go.
you know what? I'm not tripping off the guys. I'm not tripping off the guys because we supposed to give each other the benefit of the doubt.
For real.
But
however, we know what happened to him too. Like it's a certain thing if people move in a certain way and you kind of don't know their journey or whatever they went through. You know what I'm saying? Being molested by your older sister, that's a whole nother level.
Seen
the tape. I don't give you a pass.
It don't. But what I'm saying,
everybody knew that was Kells on that tape. There wasn't nobody confused. And then he went on tour right after that. And I seen all of these women that was in the audience.
My auntie was like that. My auntie was literally obsessed with R. Kelly. When I'm telling you, go to every show, every event, every meet and greet. Like, she is literally obsessed with that man. And when all this stuff hit the fan, like, he's been doing this with little girls. He's been doing this with little girls. He's been locking them up and hog tying them. She started.
He said he don't hog tie people.
Hog tie nobody.
I believe you.
I don't even know where to get no.
I literally saw her and her friends stand 10 toes. Like, he ain't do none of that. Them heifers wanted everything. What is it when it comes
to the villain era? We in the villain era.
It's the representation.
Like
it's being able to see yourself in someone. Like, you talk about R. Kelly, there's history. Like, you have R&B, you have cookouts, you have so many memories. I believe I can apply everybody's elementary school performance was to that song. There's so much attachment in our culture to that. We can identify the same way with Jonathan Majors, though, because he's dating white women. The second a black woman sees that, it's already an ick on me. So it doesn't take a lot, and we don't have the community support. Now we're not going to back that up.
I'm not
We're
going
not
for
going to
that
be there for
because
it.
y'all love Jay-Z. And then y'all destroyed him, right? Y'all trying to destroy him in real time.
Not y'all.
So to piggyback off of what you just said,
I haven't said it.
To piggyback what you just said, the villain era. Why is it that the villain seems to have the most success in anything?
Well, listen, they love you. Our culture love you until you become successful.
Until you make it.
Yeah, we build you up to break you down.
And we gonna break you down.
Absolutely.
And so if you live, it's the lyrics. You live long enough to become the villain.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully you get out before that. But if you live long enough to succeed or exceed certain expectations, eventually we gonna pull you down.
Yep.
Listen, if Kendrick ever gets to a certain level, they coming for him too. They coming for all of them, everybody, anybody that got any success whatsoever. They coming for you. They love you when you in jail. They loved Meek when he was in jail.
And
Meek
now
Mill.
look at it.
They love Meek Mill. Championship. was one of the best albums.
It was the
that
hardest
he
album.
dropped.
Yeah.
Once he started to become incredibly successful and attach himself to Robert Kraft and all of the rest of them dudes, everybody said, "We done with you."
And honestly, I'm happy you brought up Meek, because let me tell y'all how I don't appreciate how y'all doing, big dog. Y'all literally, since this Diddy stuff has hit the fan, number one, I don't believe in demonizing someone's sexuality. What you do behind closed doors, as long as you ain't touching kids and going against somebody's free will, that's not my business.
I agree with that.
I don't ever believe in. I don't think it's fair to drag him for what y'all think he might have done with another man behind closed doors because you don't align with that sexually. That's absolutely okay.
You read that? Hold up, no, because what you're not about to do, it ain't the. See, look, the problem is, it's not the fact that you doing this behind closed doors and all of a sudden something pop out about you and people just dragging you because you're a part of that community. The problem is you was out here talking tough. You was out here talking about I'm out here busting them down, X, Y, and Z. I'm doing this. I'm the third nigga. I'm the hard nigga. We in the streets, X, Y, and Z. All of this shit. So the image that you're portraying is like, hey, you top notch nigga. You getting big, and you just out here making moves, and you ain't about that. You ain't about that. But then when some allegations come out about you out here getting your fancy tickled, I here getting your fancy tickled by other men, that don't sit right. I kid you not. I personally, I can speak for myself on this. And let me set the precedent by saying this. No, I'm not a homophobe. I'm not that. I am not. I am not. I am an advocate. I'm an advocate for that's your life. You gotta live. You gotta live that life, but you gotta respond to God with it. You feel me? Now, I'm gonna double down on that and say, although I do disagree with that lifestyle. So I said it. I disagree with it, but that doesn't mean I treat you less than a human. That doesn't mean I don't love you as a human. It doesn't mean anything like that. That doesn't mean I'm like, ugh, get away. No, none of that. Just know, because it goes the same as if there are thug niggas out here or drug dealers out here. Just because you're a drug dealer, I don't agree with that shit. I don't agree with it. But as a human, like, hey, bro, hey, look, I love you, I respect you, but keep that shit over there. Don't bring that shit over here. I ain't with it. Don't bring it over here. Keep that shit over there. You and yourself you gonna have to deal with the police and deal with God himself. They ain't got nothing to do with me. But I love you though. Keep it pushing. So I want to set the precedent by saying that. Now, by saying that, if you're gonna rap, if you're gonna be this type of guy, you talking about you putting out gangster rap, you putting out all different kinds of rap, and come to find out, you out here getting bust down by another man. Hey, big dog, nah, nope. Because when I heard the allegations, I was rocking with Meek Mill. I'm talking about hard, no Diddy. I'm rocking. I'm playing it. Y'all already know. I used to pray for times like this to shine like that, so I had to ride like this. You feel me, right? And so when I saw that clip, or no, I'm sorry, when I heard the clip, when I heard the clip, he's out to get, or what it allegedly sounds like that he was getting buzzed down. Total change in my mental, and I was like, bro, I can't listen to Buddy the same no more. Mind you, it had been proven. It has not been proven. But yet it goes to show you, even though it's been put out there, now I have to now I gotta tread lightly. I gotta tread lightly on your music, big dog. It's the same thing with Drake. Same thing with Drake. Talking about pedophilia. I was rocking with your music, but now I can't even rock with you like that, bro. I can't. So, I mean, yeah, I can't do it. Just can't. But that doesn't mean, yeah, I'm
Issue
How
is
do you
that
feel?
That's
absolutely
okay.
What was his position of sexuality
I
before
think
that
the biggest
happened, though?
issue
How
is
did he
that
feel?
pretending to not be that.
That's what I was gonna say. How do you feel about the gay community
It's one thing
before that
when
came
you
out?
and this is just who you are.
But
And
is
this
he?
the life
Is he
you live.
that?
It's another thing for it to be.
It's all alleged. Let's say that. It's all alleged. But my thing is, why are we as people so obsessed with what someone else is doing in their bedroom if we're not there?
Well, as people, we just obsessed with people's business in general. It ain't just sex.
I don't like that. Like, I really
But I
don't
think when
like.
it becomes sexual, it takes a turn. Just like Remy Ma came out and said all these things about Papoose and what they used to do in their bedroom. Why do we need to know that?
I don't like that. Like,
We
when
don't
you,
need to know
it's
that.
the same. It's literally the same vibes. The same vibes of.
When you put your people's business out in the streets, if you got a partner or you got your wife, a husband, whomever, it's kind of like what I just said with Travis Hunter chick, with Travis Hunter girlfriend, how she just outed my boy, talking about how he was cheating and shit, right? When you start to put, what y'all need to understand is this, because it's the same thing with Myron and Duke Dennis, right? Apparently Duke Dennis had something to say about Myron from Fresh and Fit. Y'all know who Fresh and Fit is. I know a lot of y'all don't like Fresh and Fit. And where they started and where they are now, bro, yeah, it's different. But they do make a lot of great points in their shows. But I see where the show has gone. But so I'm able to decipher certain things out and really understand how to just like, you know what, that's a whole bunch of bullshit. But this little piece right here, they are speaking facts on, because a lot of the shit that they got and a lot of the point of views that they got it from Kevin Samuels. Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. But a lot of talking points they got from Kevin Samuels himself. So some of the things we can decipher, we can look like, all right, cool. I understand that. I can take that little piece right there, that little piece of knowledge, and I can tuck that one in. But the rest of that shit, you can just throw in the trash, right? But what y'all gotta understand is and back to the Duke Dennis and Castanet situation, when Myron said something about Castanet's girlfriend online. He brought his chick on a live stream, and Myron was basically like, and don't quote me on this. Don't quote me on this. And for those of you who know exactly what he said, you can let me know. But basically, what he said was that you don't need to be showing your girl on here. You're one of the top streamers. You top notch. You don't need to be showing your girl in here. She need to be in the shadow, 1000%. And so Duke Dennis did a reaction video on it and basically said that, yo, just mind your business. Why people won't mind their business? Well, sir, you do understand once you start to put your information out there, once you start to put your personal life out there in the public, it no longer is just your business. It becomes everybody's business because you decided to put all your business out in the street. So that whole, hey man, just mind your business. Y'all already know how the internet works, bro. Ain't nobody finna mind their business if you gonna put your business out there in the street like that. That's why I told you gotta tread light. Which is why I said with Travis Hunter's girlfriend, Leanna, you need to tread lightly. Get out of the media, get out of the camera, stay away for a minute. I need you to tread lightly from now on. Because if you're gonna marry Travis Hunter and he's gonna be this proclaimed superstar in the NFL, you need to hang around other women that are married to superstars who know how to stay out of the limelight, like a Savannah James. LeBron James been in the league 20-something years. No scandal from her. You ain't hear her talking about no shit about she wish other men looking at her. You don't hear her doing nothing about seeing anything about her looking at other men, texting other men, DMing other men, none of that. None of it. She at home enjoying her life, enjoying her kids. And and just being the wife of LeBron fucking James. And she need to do the same. And that goes for everybody else. Stop putting y'all people's business out in the street and then expecting people not to say something when you got the business out in the street. That's crazy work.
Yeah, I don't like that. Like when you, it's the same. It's literally the same vibes. The same vibes of trying to demonize someone's sexuality because now y'all two are into it. Don't tell me.
But did you see what she
don't tell. Yeah, I saw that nasty stuff. Don't tell me that whatever that you doing the bending. Now that you and him into it.
Right.
I don't like that.
You was playing with his booty hole, lady.
You did it because it's two reasons why it's problematic. Number one, women are the same ones that has been complaining about the fact that people are not as visible or who they represent themselves to be because they say that they deal with down low guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's number one. Number two, I think that it's an assault on masculinity. Anytime a guy projects himself to really be a man, they attach toxicity to it. And more importantly, I don't think that it's enough. It's too much association now, and it's pressing it on other people. So when it became, you got to acknowledge me at your job, right? Or I got to acknowledge your pronouns.
Right.
Or now we talking about funding a reassignment surgery with public tax dollars to prisoners. Or you starting to put it in books. It went beyond you do what you want to do when you want to do it in your own bedroom to now it's an agenda. And it even became politicized to where they start targeting certain groups from a political perspective, depending on which side that you voted on. And it started to become a profit thing.
See, at this point, though, when it comes to the conversation in regards, I do agree with a lot of what you just said. But when it comes to the conversation surrounding Meek Mill, he's not politicizing anything when it comes to sexuality. He's not even saying, "Oh, I'm homosexual." He's actually said everything against it. My issue is you don't take what someone does behind closed doors and try to make it seem like but you don't.
No.
Because the mom. Let me.
Exactly. He don't rap about being bisexual. No, he rap about having threesomes.
So why are we assuming that he's bisexual because he used to hang out with somebody?
Because
the same reason why we're the same people
They only doing that because it's Diddy.
Bingo.
That's the Diddy effect.
Bingo. We're the same people
that's
that are
absolutely
assuming.
the Diddy effect.
You think
Blame
it
different.
It was a different person if it had been him and
everybody
that's
probably wouldn't have been a big of a deal.
Being
as it is.
associated.
You don't think it would have been
He's being associated because he has videos, he has pictures and things like that.
Not true.
Okay, so what is it?
He had a whole outfit matching that man. I ain't matching you, brother. And I love you. I'm not matching you, brother.
Well, the reason is because entertainment, especially music, is more than just what you put on wax, right? Now you live in the life. We always prided people and held people accountable based off of authenticity, right? So if you selling this thing, then you can't be something completely different.
I agree.
Right. You know what?
Because
But a lot of them are though.
A lot of them videos, all of that is a part of the sales of why people buy into who
These
you are.
rappers are older now.
So if we find out that you a bottom, that's a problem.
For me, it's not. But it's this. I also stand in. I don't care what a
not
woman
for
is
you.
doing behind closed doors. So I think I'm just
Women
that
is
person that feel
different.
like
Y'all
it's
get
not
past.
though.
Y'all
No,
It
no.
is different.
Let me tell you why you contradicting yourself.
If I find
Because-
if I find out a woman is kissing on a woman, I'm not tripping off that.
That's different. I ain't talking about that.
If
I'm
I
talking
find
about,
out that he a bottom, that's a problem.
I'm talking about.
Why?
I'm talking about
You said
sexuality.
what?
Period.
Yes.
That he a bottom?
Why is it a problem for you?
Because I can't rap to your music the same.
Why?
You literally
It
can't.
don't hit the same because you probably was rapping
But what does that matter for the
because listen,
I agree with Anton said though, because what he's saying is I bought into who you said you were.
100%.
So the reason why I listen to your music is because of who you said you were.
So
what
why
it is you
are
portraying
we still
yourself
loving
to
R.
be.
Kelly?
So then when I
Because
find out
he's not
that
aligned
what
with
you
who he said
saying
he
you
was.
are
He
is
was talking
not
about
that,
little
then-
girls. So what's
but that's
the difference there?
that's a problem. That's my whole point. Is that it's hypocritical.
It still gotta be good though. Hold on. Fuck that.
But no.
Cause you ain't about to put Meek. You ain't about to compare no Meek to no damn.
Why you trying to compare? Why you trying to compare? What you mean? You ain't gonna try to compare R. Kelly to Meek Mill. He's comparing the situation. That's what he's comparing the situation, bro. Get out your emotions, Dreads. Get out of your emotions, big dog. We get it. You love R. Kelly, homie. We get it. You love R. Kelly. You gonna continue to keep rocking and two-step into his music, big dog. Go ahead.
We talking Grammys. We talking about all the music that.
Tony's story was a good song. Goddamn it, you gonna respect Meek
He's
Mill.
100%
Make me fall out this chair. I'm about to lead all in.
He's 100% right because
No way.
the reason
Why is everyone spiraling over YouTube banning ad blockers? Like, chill guys, just use Pi. It's a free Chrome extension that's actually.
Why
Don't
R.
do that
Kelly
now.
is a little bit different is because you're talking about
Just the GOAT.
You're talking about somebody that's one of the greatest of all time.
King of
So
R&B.
if you rock with the
R&B.
entertainer because of what they're talking about,
Some people-
all of these guys who have managed to have longevity in their careers, they are now speaking out saying, "Yeah, I didn't live that." Like Ice Cube came out the other day and said, "I wasn't really living the lyrics."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think he come from a two-family.
Well, we all know Ice Cube came from a 2-parent household. But however, he still lived in the hood though. So he rapped about the things that he still seen. So just because he didn't live it per se, he saw these things. So let me break it down for you. Let me give y'all an example of what the hell. Let me give y'all an example. It'll be like if myself, I grew up in the suburbs, big dog. I grew up in the suburbs. I didn't grow up in no hood. I wasn't in the hood. I wasn't around gunshots. I wasn't around none of that. I lived in a quiet neighborhood. Both of my parents in the household. Both of my parents worked full-time jobs. They took care of me and my brothers. You feel me? All the brothers took care of the 3 boys. My dad worked, my mom worked. We all lived in the house. We didn't want for anything. We had food on our table. You could damn near say we had a silver spoon in our mouth. You understand me? So no, nothing about me. They didn't raise no hoodlums. They didn't raise none of that. I went to a private school, big dog. Now, mind you, I grew up. I went to public schools from elementary to middle school to my freshman year of high school. Then I went to private school, and then I went to private school in college too. So, you hearing it from me first. I am not from the hood, and neither will I portray it. Now, let's get to the point that I'm trying to make here. Now that you got that information, knowing that I'm not from the hood, nothing about me is hood. Nothing about me. But don't get it twisted. Don't get that twisted. The fact is this. It's like if I decide to start rapping and I start talking about the hood life. I start rapping and talking about how, oh, it's about this thug life. I'm about the thug life. Even if I'm talking about thug life, even if I was talking about thug life, whether I lived it or seen it, I ain't did now one of them. I ain't seen the thug life, nor have I lived the thug life. I'll be hypocritical to go out here and start rapping about this hood lifestyle. And then for people to come to find out, like, look, bro, you ain't even lived the lifestyle. You ain't even seen it. You don't even live close by it. You never even lived close by it. This guy's a gangster. His real name's Clarence. You feel me? So that's what they're talking about. It's the fact that, okay, you're saying this, you're doing this rapping aspect, but then if I hear you doing all this other stuff that you ain't supposed to be doing, dog, I'm looking at you different. I can't rock with you. I can't. That's what's being said.
Family
household. Ice Cube comes from not only a 2-family household. That man grew up with a white picket fence around his house.
But we look at Cube 20, 30 years ago. He walk in the room.
But
He
we
might
knew
scare some
Cube
people
was
because of his persona. But that was his persona.
Yeah, but his persona, but he made music that people could still relate to. As an artist myself, sometimes you don't make music that explains your lifestyle. Sometimes you make music that could touch.
But what about the ones that do, and then you find out, like you say, he's a bottom?
Yeah, that's
that
you see
what
I'm saying?
But
That's different though.
Because even though Ice Cube is who he is, it still aligns with his morals. So even though he ain't no gangster, growing up in a double parent household with a white picket fence is still it's still morally correct for him. But then finding out he's a bottom, it's not.
Listen, I don't care if you're a rapper. I don't care if you're a
regular.
regular dude that work at the corner store, bro. Finding out you're a bottom, that's a problem.
That's a problem, bro.
Think about it.
Oh, okay. So it's a
Let me
problem.
pause
It's a
right
problem.
there. Let me
Period.
pause.
I don't care.
We'll come back to this next week. But that I can't remember who it was. I don't remember the guy's name. But it was a person that I knew. And Buddy, I swear to you, I never had any signs of it, never knew anything about it. But I found out Buddy was on the other side. And man, did not sit right with me. I was like, dog, what? I'm like, you talking about that dude? Him. The one we used to hoop with. That dude. I'm talking about the one we used to get buckets with all day long. The one we was hooping with, in the neighborhood with all day during the summertime. You telling me he with the other team? Yeah, man, he with the other team. I was like, Lord Jesus, I couldn't look at him the same. I couldn't look at him the same. Still loved him, but just couldn't look at him the same. It didn't sit right with me. It just didn't sit right with me. I was like, bro, so you telling me you out here getting stabbed from the back? Crazy. That's crazy. But hey, man, that's the end of the show, man. I appreciate you guys for rocking with your boy. Yo, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you share this live as well. Look, I want to continue to keep growing this platform, man, and I can only do that with you guys. As long as you continue to keep showing up for me, I'm going to continue to keep showing up for you. Also, if you want to support the platform, link is in the comments right now. Hey, and until next time, my good people, I will see you next Saturday, and I can't wait. And also, if you got any topics that you want me to talk about and you want more details on, even if you got a topic that you want to hop on here and talk about with me, hey, send me a message and we'll talk about it. All good? Hey, until next time, my good people, I will see y'all